So my Johnny Depp obsession started when I was really young, and it was Willy Wonka. That performance, I remember being like 4, 5, 6 years old, and being fascinated. Oh my goodness. It was the first time I think I have fell in love with acting. And I think it's because I was old enough to grasp the idea of a movie and the fact that he's putting on a performance. And it was a performance that I feel is maybe one of the most significant of my childhood, because that movie takes me back to being like a 5-year-old little girl. Just by watching it, I remember what it felt like at that time in my life. So it's very, very nostalgic for me, and I just recently rewatched it as an adult, like the 22-year-old that I am now, and so amazed at his performance, because it's actually better than what I realized as a child. Like, it's even better than what I already thought about it, because I'm looking at it differently. I'm paying more attention to the details of everything, and I love that film. And I think that it got to a point where throughout my teenage years, like preteen years and then also into high school, I really kind of stopped watching movies. And if I was watching them, it wasn't for the reason that I'm watching them now. Like back then, it was just for entertainment. Now I'm watching it kind of like as a student and just a lover. But I do remember a rediscovery of Johnny Depp that happened in my life. Because there's a large chunk of my childhood that I really think I just blocked out of my memory. But I do remember in high school finding Secret Window and having that whole realization of a love for acting again. And I honestly feel so blessed to like be aware of the source of my inspiration when it comes to acting. Like, you know, that one actor that made me be like, you know what? I think I want to do that. That's Johnny Depp for me. In his interviews, he always says that he doesn't believe he's an artist. And he also says that he doesn't watch the movies that he's in. And I love that. I do. I think it's like method to the madness. He probably, I don't know what he would call it, but for me, I feel like it's method to the madness of just filmmaking in general. I love that because I think it reflects in his work that there is a certain kind of innocence, like a level of ignorance there that is innocent in his work. And I feel like that is the effect of him sort of savoring the experience of just being there, rather than watching the film and going back and seeing what happened. I like that it's almost unknown to him, the outcome. But he was like fully present in the making of the outcome. I actually think that's a really powerful tool of manifestation. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like the idea that you don't go back and revisit the work after you do it. But so far, I find that that's only really effective. And you can only really use that method with acting. Any other art form, I find that the part of the process that is reviewing, of like going back and seeing what you did, that part is essential. With like painting, with music, with even building a house, like any other art form requires you to revisit. But acting, technically, you don't have to ever watch any film that you star in if you don't want to. I mean, unless it's like beyond your control, which he says like sometimes it isn't and he ends up watching it. But if it's a choice, he said he would rather not watch it. And I think that's cool. So yeah, that's my like mini Johnny Depp rant. Okay.